Welcome back. New rules for home buyers and sellers across California went into effect earlier this month, changing the way commissions work. And here to talk all about what you need to know, what exactly has changed, is founder of the Jim Bottrell Real Estate Team at eXp Realty. Jim, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's kind of start off with exactly what changed, because it was this buyer, right, that always had to pay some form of a commission. They still can or will, but what exactly changed?
Well, I'll answer your question first. There's a lot of people out there, the rumors are saying that buyers are now going to have to pay their buyer's agent's commissions. Right, and the way this whole thing got rolled out, it makes perfect sense that people believed that. A little bit of background is the way it worked for 40 years is a seller would offer out what's called a solicitation. So that was the commission being offered to the buyer's agent. So the seller would be in the MLS, would be in Zillow, TrulyRealtor.com, and basically the seller was saying, hey, buyer's agents out there, bring your buyer, and if your buyer ends up buying the house, this is how much money you're going to make.
So it was already kind of predetermined. It was just
It's been that way for 40 years, right?
Okay.
So now, due to a lawsuit in Missouri, the National Association of Realtors managed to lose. I jokingly say it was like Grenada for Wolf of Wall Street fans. Unlosable, but they did. And now that whole system goes away. So now there's no solicitation being offered at all. So the difference is now when a buyer finds a house and they write an offer, that commission or solicitation from the seller was automatic, not anymore. So now the offer goes to the seller. And there's an additional piece of paper in there from the buyer's agent saying, hey, seller, will you pay this commission? Now, it becomes part of the negotiations at that point in time. Good news is most of them are.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, because now they have to agree to pay this, compensation and commission. So you've said it kind of becomes a negotiation point. Is there a chance where then that offer is kind of looked over or maybe passed over if, let's say, that person doesn't want to pay the set upon, commission?
Yeah, well, it could be.
That could hurt you, kind of.
Yeah, it could. I mean, the system doesn't work out well for anybody, to be perfectly honest with you. I hate it.
It confuses a lot of people, which is why you're here.
Yeah. Now, the buyer would only be responsible for actually paying for it if during those negotiation process they actually expressly agree to pay it. But what buyer has an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000? So the buyer's going to have options at that point in time. They can actually just say, okay, we'll just go find a different house where the seller will pay, or they can counter back again, try and get the seller to do it, or they can pay it themselves.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of options here. You said it kind of just comes down to the paperwork being done differently. It's as simple as that, but it is still causing confusion because this is something that was done one way for decades.
Yeah, so we've only been doing it this way for 2 weeks. And honestly, it's really not that difficult to do. It's just really not that difficult. It's very simple, to be honest with you. Where we're running into problems is all of the agents, there's so many agents out there that, honestly speaking, have never read the purchase agreements they're asking their clients to sign. They've never read the listing agreements they're asking their sellers to sign. So they don't actually know how it works. Or their broker didn't teach them, or their broker did teach them and they didn't listen. Right? That's what's causing all of the problems. And that's what's causing, well, honestly, I mean, I've said this not too long ago, 50% of all the agents that are in business right now will not be in the industry 6 months from now. They will be gone.
Yeah, well, that's very competitive. We know that, especially in a place like Southern California. So I want to ask you, it's only been 2 weeks, but are you seeing this maybe have an effect on maybe what percentage is being asked for? Or are you noticing that maybe it'll stay pretty similar to what we've seen? Again, it's just the process that's different.
It's just the process that's different. It's just the paperwork, honestly. And people say, well, now the buyer has to pay the commission, the buyer's agent's commission. Let's take it a step back. The buyer has always paid the commissions. They always have. Because even though the seller's offering out that solicitation, where'd they get the money from? There's no money to pay anybody until the buyer's money shows up. So again, everything's exactly the same. It's just the paperwork is different. And of course, the perception's going to be different now too.
Changes to the process. Okay, before we let you go, is there anything you want to touch on with interest rates? We were chatting a little bit in the commercial break. Not much of a change, but a slight one.
Yeah, so interest rates have come down about 0.5 to 0.75% since June. All right, and I do expect the Fed funds rate to come down, so the Fed will drop the Fed funds rate. But people need to understand when they say that the Fed drops interest rates, that's the Fed funds rate. That's not mortgage interest rates. They're related loosely, but that's it. So interest rates, mortgage interest rates have come down 0.5 to 0.75%. Fed funds rate hasn't moved yet. Fed funds rate should come down later on this year. Will it have an effect on mortgage interest rates? I don't think so. I think the mortgage interest rates are already priced in. And such a small move from 7 to 6.25, something like that, is what I'm seeing. I'm not allowed to quote rates. Is what I'm seeing. It hasn't done anything to change the calculus. There's still the people who were sitting on that own a home that are sitting on a sub 3% interest rate. They're not selling. Right? They're not giving that up. I used to love my home, but now I love my interest rate. Right? And then still for the payments for the buyers, the payment is still much higher than rent, so they're still not wanting to do it. And I can talk all about that.
Let's do that next time.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jim, thank you so much for coming in. Honestly, you did really make it much more understandable with these new rules. So we appreciate you coming in as always. Thank you.
Thank you.